allow me to go ahead and pull up our first panelist to the stage. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to call you Dr. Evangelist.
It's okay.
Thank you so much for being a part of our panel, and I'm going to give you the floor. If you can introduce yourself to the audience for us, and tell them a little bit about how you got started and why do you feel it's important to position your brand for success.
Well, thank you, Sister Carrington or Jennifer Carrington and Associates. I am so excited to be a part of this panel on tonight. My name is Marlyne Roundtree, and I have a website, and it says marlyneroundtree.org. Believe it or not, after a successful career with a major airline, I felt that I could do more in ministry. And I have quite a few friends that are not just one denomination, but several different denominations. And so, right at COVID, the Lord just asked me a question. And the question was, if you had 30 days to live, what would you do? And if you had 12 people following you, what would you do? And so, to make a long story short, God gave me an opportunity to just surround myself with 12 friends, and those 12 friends had other friends, and we began to go feed the homeless. Well, the ministry that the Lord has given me has to do with evangelism. And a lot of times, our churches, whether they are large or small, they don't have the means or the training in order to equip their members or the community in how to evangelize. I don't know about you, but I like Starbucks from time to time. And in the Dallas Fort Worth area, you can go up the freeway one way and you see a Starbucks to your right. You can come down and you'll see a Starbucks to your right again. And their advertisement is that they want to catch people coming and going. And so for me, God has given me the opportunity to use the word that. Are you faithful as he has been faithful? Are you available as he has been available to you? And are you teachable? So I have friends that are in the business who said, you need to do more. And so after talking to Jennifer Carrington, she said, girl, you need to put a website together. So I have a ministry, and it's called the Parachurch, which is a church or organization that will go across all denominations. I have the opportunity to train individuals on your spiritual and natural gifts. I'm available to do workshops, women's groups, retreats, special events. I love Vacation Bible School. I am on my way to Cleveland, Texas on this weekend to start a revival. But before I go, when I go, I will take a carload of diapers, as well as today I was able to pick up at least 20 of these bears for those mothers that are going to celebrate Mother's Day, because we all have a choice. And God has given us the opportunity to make the choice. And that choice is to go ye into all the world, minister the gospel, love on the people. But eleemosynary means charity. Hard word to say, but an easy job to do. God bless you on today. Thank you, Sister Carrington, for allowing us the opportunity to just share.
And thank you so much for the opportunity. And before you go, allow me to ask you a question or two about your particular journey when it comes to overcoming fears. When I say journey, when it comes to positioning yourself for success, sometimes fears comes. Have you ever felt inadequate when it came to your particular initiative? And why do you think it's important for an individual to eliminate fear, especially, for example, let me be specific, when it comes to launching your website, for example?
Well, the fear that individuals may have, and I experience this, is the fear of unknown. I am not a very technical person, but I have people in my life that are technical, whether it be my son who says, Mom, you need to get an Apple versus an Android. Okay, baby, I just need an on and off button. So I surround myself with people that know. whether it's when you're looking at the website, that's the cute me. But I would prefer to see the dirty me where I'm out working and in the ministry. It's important that we surround ourselves with people, because when we're looking forward, you've got somebody that has your back or someone that can lift you up. And so it was the testimony, or my testimony is that when Jennifer talked to me, she said, you know what, I think you can do, and I know that you can do more. And that's what I endeavor to do, is to do more. You can't not do more by communicating one way. You have to be able to communicate socially, one-on-one, or whatever the marketplace is out there, and whatever the tools that they're using, we have to be available, and our information has to be available, because someone may use all four of those tools, or they may just use one. But we want to be available so that the message of charity can get out to the world.
This is awesome. This is awesome feedback. Last question I want to ask you, why do you feel it's important to keep your vision quiet when God gives you a vision, or you're getting ready to launch a business? And I have what I call inner circle, middle circle, outer circle. My inner circle, I can trust you, and whatever I tell you, to keep it quiet. You're loyal. Middle circle, I'll tell them when I want it to get out. But then my outer circle are acquaintances. So why do you feel, or have you ever had an example of why you felt important to keep your vision quiet when you're getting ready to launch your brand?
Well, we have naysayers. And so those individuals that are not excited as you may be excited about what God has given you. A lot of times when God gives you a vision, sometimes you can only see it in one dimension. And it is important that you keep it quiet until he releases you. Here, a point that I'd like to make. I was having lunch with someone, and I had not had a website yet. But other people around me knew I was excited about it. So they began to bring people into my life. And so I'm having lunch, and the lady asked me, she says, well, what do you want from me? And immediately I was like, well, just some pointers on how to get started. And she began to give me the information, but she kind of went away as if, oh, this is a person that she doesn't know what she's going to do. And if I do anything with her, she may try to take advantage of me. But anyway, I totally believe that if you are doing something, take a picture of it for the progression of what you're doing. The lady went away, but she came back the following week to the person who invited me to lunch, was so excited. And the lady said, well, why are you so excited? She said, I showed someone the picture of us having lunch. And the people that were in the group got excited. And one particular lady said, I don't know what you think about the person that's in the picture, but she was my supervisor for 20 years. And whatever she says, it is honest, true, and with integrity. So a lot of times we don't know who our audience is, but God will protect us at the right time and reveal what the next journey or the next step we'll have to make.
That's awesome. And I love the way you use the word journey. And a lot of us, when it comes to launching a business, or determining the success of a business, we look at the destination as the success. But it's actually the journey that's the lesson, actually the experience and the teacher. And so I want to commend you, because I had the opportunity to not know her as a good friend, and she's in my inner circle. So let's put that. I have a lot of inner circle friends, but my inner circle is small because of the fact that when I talked about value your value, I am really particular about the timing of my sharing, the reason why I'm sharing, and who I'm sharing it with. Why? There is a such thing as what I call dream killers. And then they don't, it's not that they have the intent to be, but a small example of, here's a good case in point. If God has given me a vision to launch a cleaning business, I have to mentally prepare my mind for the financial responsibilities, the footwork that I have to do, get my business license, all those things. I can do a small thing like mention it to someone that is not chosen, or that's not a purpose partner. They're not chosen or anointed to be on this journey with me. And that individual can say a small thing like, if I were you, I would do it like this because such and such did it different, or such and such failed and they did the same thing. I immediately, because I cherish that friendship, feel some type of way to the point where now I have fear and I become stagnant and paralyzed. I analyze it so much. And analysis paralysis can kill your dream. So keep dream killers out of your peripheral, keep them out of your lane. When you're in a race, you have to be focused and sharp and mentally, you have that mindset to win. I'm so grateful for the opportunity, and I hate to say, go to the next person. Allow me to ask you one more question.
Okay.
Why is it important to have a mentorship or mentor or accountability partner? Why is that important for success in your own words?
Well, mentorship, that's someone that is going to keep you accountable. I have to say this, in this era and time in my life, we have people who want the hookup. They're not always that individual that wants to see you progress. They may want to see you move, but they want to know what's in it for them. And so, in the process, you will be investing in yourself, investing in other people, and they'll want you to invest into their dream when that is not the dream that God has given you. So, we have to be very careful that we're not looking for the hookup, because when you invest in yourself, you have to value yourself. You may be overspending, you may be underspending, but if you surround yourself, and the Bible gives a perfect example of 4 friends, get you 4 friends and be a friend. And when you get those 4 friends, know your value, know their value, don't take them for granted, and know that even if you're ill, they are able to take you on top of whatever the situation is, tear the roof off, and place your situation in front of Jesus. We can do it. His yoke is easy and his burdens are light. God bless you all tonight. Thank you, Sister Carrington, again for this opportunity. Thank you for the other panelists that are here.
Thank you so much. You didn't have to take out the time out of your busy schedule to be with us tonight. And again, if you are not familiar with Evangelist Roundtree, I put her information in the chat. And please, at this moment, if you have the opportunity, do indeed share your website if you would like to participate in the Position Your Brand for Success. We have that session coming up very soon. Actually, it's going to be coming up on April the 27th. We're going to have our first live session. Typically, we'll have it a virtual session. We're going to come back and do another virtual session. We have a lot of people asking about when are we going to come back. I don't do the replay. So if you're going to or participate, I ask that you take it seriously and sign up. Again, you can go to jennifercarrington.com/events. So jennifercarrington.com/events. Again, it's going to be April the 27th, and it's going to be at Emmanuel Church. There's going to be a one-day in-person workshop. I would like to have a one-day in-person session where you can, it's open up to dialogue. Saturday, April the 27th. It's going to be from 10 to 2, 8813 Lockwood Drive, Houston, Texas, from 10 to 2. Go ahead and scan the code. I'm going to also put the link there on inside of the chat if you would like to participate in that. Now, I'm going to tell you about what we're going to be sharing on that day. You're going to get a wealth of information again on not only the opportunity to dialogue with me, but also you're going to get opportunity to get the journal. We have the Position Your Brand for Success journal. And in that journal, it's you have the opportunity to watch all 3 of the 3-day challenge and take that journal, and it's you can apply everything in your business. It's a blueprint, so you can apply that to your particular brand and take that 1 hour a day strategy to your business to show you how to automate, how to set up your packages and things like that. But on that day, we're going to take it a step further. Not only will you be able to do those things, but in person, I'm going to go through that Comcast contract. So I have a link on my YouTube channel, and that one was with Verizon, a Verizon grant. How I went through the application for a grant in 20 minutes or less. So we're going to do that, but this time I'm going to take all of those individuals who sign up. Again, the fee is only $297, but it's not for everybody. Okay, so if you are an author, if you are an expert in your field, if you are a service provider or you're a consultant, I believe this is a great fit for you. You're trying to figure out how to get over the fear, how to get over those hurdles and some of the obstacles that you heard tonight. Please, please, please come and get all the information that you're going to need. Again, you're going to get the journal. You're going to get my book. It's called the 90-Day Priority Planner, and that's a value of $25. The session is over a value of $699. You're going to get the replay for that and the journal for that. So and the access to that Comcast grant where you can get your commercial with Comcast. They actually did my commercial for me, and they aired it for 9 weeks. I got all of those leads because I was in position for success, and I was able to get all of those leads, and it took my business to another level. So again, in position before it's time to get in position. In other words, you don't want to have to rush and say, okay, let me get my stuff together. You want to get ready before it's time to be ready.